Ta-da. Welcome one, welcome all. And so before we jump in, we still got about 30 seconds left. A little bit of life for you before we jump into it here. So Anna brought her food. I'm trying to be helpful. I mixed it up all for her. She didn't want me to mix it. And now I'm just like, I'm just going to eat it. I see you mixing it all the time, but today she didn't feel like mixing. So I mixed it. And she didn't like the mixture. But for me, in my head, it's like, it's all going in the same place, so it doesn't matter how you eat it. Anyways, that's the same as in life and business.
We have children that don't like their food to touch. You know, everybody's different.
Try to touch, but you can't touch.
We all come in with different perspectives all the time.
We all do.
So with that, let's get started.
Yeah, she's that person that likes to have her food. It's fine. Oh, look at that, and eat this part and that part. I'm just like, mix it together, man. Let's get it down. Oh, welcome, everyone. I'm very excited. Let's talk about getting started right with your business. Building it like a business and building it the right way is what the purpose and power for today's training is all about. For those of you who don't know, the handsome gentleman there to your right is myself. And I will be introducing myself today because my wife is eating.
No, I can do it.
No, it's okay, babe. I got you. But let's talk about, why this slide. These are the companies that I've owned, and we're still building. And the purpose for you to really understand this, we're going to kind of review a little bit from what we did last week, is with all the companies that I've built, there is a specific way that works that helps each of them to help me to become successful in these businesses. And I've noticed this in building over 30 different companies. And the most important part about building any business is what ASERA stands for. We start with attitudes. You always have to start and have the right attitude, but that S is system, right? So that system is what we're going to talk about today in the Getting Started Right. So again, Dr. Obom Bowen, look at that sexy debonair gentleman right there. I love him.
Me too.
I do too. I should marry myself one day. That's going to give you a problem.
Here, let me do it. That
No, so we're going to talk about getting started right and why it's important for us to really go through some of this. So I want to talk about discovering really right now the purpose of why getting started right. And the purpose of it is really to do one of two things. Number one is to lower your level of anxiety, because no, I did not.
I'll do it on mine.
You can do it on yours. Thank you.
Sorry.
So number one is to lower your level of anxiety. Now, why is this important? Because when we're starting anything, it doesn't matter who you are, how many times you start a business. Entrepreneurs sometimes tend to forget that, especially if they've been successful in one business before. You start a business, you get successful, even if it's similar in network marketing. Every company is different, but there are certain things that are the same. But when you do start, everyone still has a level of anxiety, which is a healthy level of fear, because anxiety is still a cousin to fear, right? And once we lower your level of anxiety, we have to then increase your level of knowledge. So high anxiety equals a high level of fear, and high knowledge equals a higher level of confidence. So since we're starting to talk about fear, let me give you a better working definition of fear. See, I've always taught, and it still remains the same, but I want to make this more tangible, that fear itself is the anticipation to a future pain. Well, how does that relate to business? It relates to it this way, especially your ASERA business. Now, fear is actually creating a known result from a situation which we have not experienced yet. This is the reason why I shared earlier on the Q&A, like, for us to stop theorizing on too many things, because then we start to theorize about stuff that doesn't happen. And what we create is that anxiety, and that anxiety breeds fear and panic, and people don't do anything else. So the most important part for us here to understand is what you want to discover to build your business is these three things that'll help you to succeed in ASERA. And all you have to have, number one, is a burning desire. That burning desire is sometimes better referred to as your why, which drives your focus. So I'm just going to have this conversation here. I'm doing your game plan right now. I'm doing your fast start. You're getting started right. How about that?
That sounds good to me.
Okay, so you gotta have a burning desire, Anna. So just like everyone else, your burning desire when you decided to marry me, you had a burning desire for a hot husband, didn't you? Okay, good. And that was your reason for getting started, right? So let's use that. Her burning desire was for me. She desired me. I love it. Burning desire. Even though the first time she saw me, she said I was crazy. She was blushing and didn't want to talk to me, right? It took a while. The same thing is when you start your business, you want to build a business because you have that desire, but you look at all the things to do to get to the next position and you say, well, man, that's too much work. Well, the second part is being willing to do the work, a willingness to work. For her, the willingness to do the work to start dating this guy, I knew she didn't want to date without the intent of being married. But the truth is, to be honest with you, when we started dating, she told me she thought I was too cute for her. Let's just be real. Just be real. Didn't you? She did. She thought I was too hot for her. Just hot stuff. And with our business, it's the same thing. We think it's too hard, or maybe like, even though we start and we want to be a royal ambassador, we're starting to think like, oh, that's not for me. Well, the thing is, you have to embrace that. And if you're coachable, which is the third phase, then you can be coached by someone who's done what you're planning to do and follow a system, which is going to drive your results through the actions you take. So before we jump into it here, if this is making sense, just type in the comments, I get it. All right, if this is making sense, just type in the comments, I get it. Awesome, thank you so much. So once you start, because I want to make sure that we're all getting it. If you're getting it, then we can move further. And I can go through the mindset, the principles, the philosophy of it really fast, so we can go through an actual game plan here and help Miss Anna get her man, aka get her business, or get to whatever it is. So let's see here. How many guys and gals do we have up? Oh, smack. I got ladies. It's ladies now. We got Dev and we got Imran. So ladies, if you may just type in, I'm going to get my man. Guys, type in, I'm going to get my girl. And whatever that is. So maybe your man right now, ladies, is platinum. Maybe it's double platinum. Maybe it's diamond. Maybe your girl, guys, is gold. Maybe it's silver. Maybe it's double platinum. Anna, I got him. Ooh. Sharky. So I want you to think of it this way, because it's the pursuit. You're starting to, in a sense, now you're starting to date this next position.
I like how you say that. I
know. You're starting to date this next position. So for someone to say, I'm going to get my man. You go, girl. Her. Who's that? I'm going to get my gal. Yeah. So you're starting to date this next position. So you have the desire, you're willing to work, and you're coachable. Then we're able to say, you know what? Okay. Is this going to work for you? So let's go through some things we went through last week, which is going to be very helpful for you. Let's stop sharing here and go through. Some of you may or may not even know this. You have the ability to learn from your website. No, I'm doing the website right now, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thank you so much. See, my wife, she's trying to help, and that's all good. I love it. So let's talk about this. How many of you actually know this? It's really cool. Let's go to, say, www.Sarah. Say, don't find a Sarah on this browser. It's wrong browser. This is that's why. It's on Google. So let's go up on my Google. Picky. But look, www. Look, as soon as I type in the Sarah.
You're delayed over here.
Oh, I'm delayed over here, but I'm fast. Oh, maybe if I actually share my screen. So.
Yeah. I was like, we're looking.
Do you see my screen now, Debbie?
Yes.
Hey, I was just doing it and not sharing the screen, girl. I needed you in my life. Trust me. I needed a little Debbie today. All right. So Debbie gets Dr. O on track. So you can, I want to navigate through the website for you. Some of the things that you know, or you may not know. This is the same. You can go to sarah.com or a Sarah, your replicated website. Doesn't matter. It all looks the same. How many of you know, we're going to work backwards here. How many of you know that on here, for some of you, if you're actually looking to find about meetings and maybe you're forgetting stuff and you can't keep up with what's going on our calendar, or you miss something on the group, how many of you know that you can actually go to the company's website? If you go all the way down to where it says webinars, that you can click on webinars at the bottom here, and it'll tell you when the next webinars are coming up or the next presentations on a weekly basis. Look at that, daily presentations. Oh, look at Debbie's face. See, Debbie, did you know that? Ah, you learn something new every day. Tricky.
She said,
right?
I got with you.
So, so how many of you knew this? You have all our events are on the corporate website. And you can go, next events is just every week. But let's say, for example, your friends, they want to know, you can tell them to go to webinars and click for that day, and they'll see what presentation is on. And if they can click to go to join, and it's the same all around the world. As you can see, ours is the most popular in the company. No wonder we're having so much fun. Ta-da! But they can go on here and click, and look at that. It's our Zoom link right there. They can join a daily presentation. And they can see upcoming presentations as well. Right? They can also learn about Sarah. They can click on, hey, I want to learn about Sarah. Click on learning about Sarah. They can learn about our executives. Right? So there's so much that you can do and learn here. When the new website comes, oh my gosh, it's going to be so much fun. But everyone can learn just about everything. They want to learn about our CEO, our COO. They can learn. They can learn more about them too, just a little bit. Go back. They can also learn and the questions. And here's the deal. If you get used to just using your website to answer questions, it's going to help so much. Because when they get in-depth questions from here, it's like, oh, that's a great question. You know what? I'm glad you asked that. Let me connect you with the person I'm working with, and you do a three-way call. So all these things are available to you through the website. And of course, when you're looking to get started, you click Get Started, and it's going to help you get started there. So I hope that was helpful. Okay, so now let's find the presentation again. Presentation. Yeah. So now we're going to go into the back office. And with that, I'm going to have the one and only Miss Anna Bowen pull up our training back office for everyone. Because we got training back offices. She's sharing.
Can you see it?
Awesome, I can see it. So let's look around in our back office. In our back office, the first thing you want someone to learn, Mrs. Bowen, if you can utilize with your mouse, or you can give me a computer and I can work it.
You want
yeah.
or switch.
No, it's okay.
It's connected to the thing. Just
so it's just for a minute. You're good. All right. So for those of you who are looking here to see, the first thing you go is look on your replicated website, and this is where you find your website link, just in case you ain't got it. So obviously, as you can see, this is Anna's business, but we put name it Miracle because when Miracle turns 18, this will be her business. Just saying, because you can recruit your wife. I did. So they can go home. This is the home page. They can click here and learn our founder's message. They can click here and check their network as their business begins to build and see how that's building. They can click here on bonuses. Instead of asking the 8 million questions, how many of you knew this part existed? You click on your bonus and you can see if someone was placed in your team, you can click and then you see, oh my gosh, I earned some money from someone being placed. Your personal, well, she hadn't recruited anybody, so there's no commission. You can't get paid for what you don't do. Personal team bonus, no one you recruited personally, so you can't get paid there. It's only fair, right? So that operates, and then the rank structures helps you with every position you click on. It describes it all down for you. And it can happen. Admit Diana. Hi, Dan. So you have all this available to you instead of most of the times we frustrate ourselves trying to figure stuff out, and the answers are in our business. When the new website comes out, it's going to be amazing. So on our support, you can go and you'll get support if you so desire and need it. If you can't get it from the family and our fan page. Now the digital business kit is our favorite. In the digital business kit, this is where we find the getting started right, compensation plan, business presentation, the terms and conditions on how to build your business. And most importantly, this is where you gain access to the academy. So the first time you do it, you'll have to sign in. And then once you sign in, it'll always keep you signed in unless you want to sign in every single time. And just realize my face is off there on both of those. So
weird, huh?
yeah, that helps. And now that is the quick orientation of your back office for a new person.
Did you show them the getting started?
Yeah,
Okay.
I showed them the getting started right, because then we will go do the getting started right. So if you can stop share, that would be awesome.
Yeah, okay. Stop share.
Now she's going to get her man. So
Oh, yeah.
for some of you, this is just a review. And for some of you, this may be new. So let's talk about what comes next. But before we talk about what comes next, we're going to have Mrs. Bowen say a few words.
So since he is referring to getting your man, in every level, you can do this for yourself to help you get to your man. Because it's going to take, or woman, or gal, whatever you guys called it, because you're going to be in a different place mentally. So it's going to be good if you do this every time that you're going for your next goal. That was just something because I got my head.
Yeah, and in all actuality, Anna is saying that we're not just saying that, this is what we do. And I think I showed you guys when we were doing the new 90-day run again. We do this every single time for every different position, starting to run again. And we start over again and just focus on the basics, because basics equals mastery and mastery equals results of mastering the basics. So for those of us who are new, here's how you get a chance to discover your support family. You can go to facebook.com, the Facebook groups. And our group is the social lifestyle community. So if you type in social lifestyle community, you'll be able to join the group. For those of you who are not aware, let's go back and show you what that looks like on the internet. So, I'll put that one down in the face. Skipping between all these panes. See, because we used Q&A and ran in, I didn't get the prep. Oh. Let me get, my screen is not being shared. Let me do that. See, Debbie, I learned from the last time. All right, so over here is our social community lifestyle. Look at everybody wants to say hi, Dr. O. He's so cool. Now I'm clicking in on stuff I shouldn't be clicking in on.
Yeah.
So here is our social lifestyle community page.
And here's the link if you don't have it.
And Anna just posted the link if you don't have the link. So you get into our social lifestyle community. You'll see the first thing here is this permanent video with my wife and I having fun. That what you want to do when you get your new business partner started, tag them in the comment section here and encourage them to watch the video. It's a very short video that explains the getting started right process and help them to reconnect and do the things that they need to do to start having success. There's also one of the pieces I wanted to share here is how to connect with the folks that are going to help you be a little more successful. So once you're on the page, you want to reach out and connect with our social lifestyle community ninja, AKA Ms. Annie Koshi. And the best way to do that is this way. The best way to do that is to, oh, wrong tab. Look at all these tabs I got here. Wrong tab, it says I'm not sharing my screen again. End the show, bring that down, stop share. Look at start share again. Oh, this is so fun.
You want me to do it?
No, I got it, I'm in there. So the best way to do it is you can type in Annie, A-N-N-I-E. And look, she's going to pop up and you can just say, Annie, help. Literally, just type Annie, help. And Annie will connect you to our spreadsheet. Now, what is our spreadsheet? The spreadsheet has access to all of our past trainings, presentations, and things for you to catch up and see what we've been doing and learn from past trainings. You can also just reach out to me on Facebook, Dr. Obom Bowen. It's not that tough. You can actually go and type my name in. I'm the only Dr. Obom in the world. You can find me on Facebook, and here's what it looks like. Let's pull up Facebook here. Facebook. You'll see my cool face. So look at that. When you type it in, you'll see this. Now, this is my personal page. And on my personal page, I'm almost at my friend max. Pretty much I delete 100 people every Thursday. So every Thursday I delete 100 people and I add 100 new more. So once, basically my Facebook page is filled, but you can follow me. There's unlimited amount of followers that I can have. And then you can send me a message. I'm more than happy to connect and grow our family and build together. So with that being said, now let's move on. I love it. I love moving on. So as we continue this process, the Getting Started Right document and the pay plan and the 11 core commitments is what you want to focus on. So on that spreadsheet that you'll get from Annie when she gives you access is the 11 core commitments. It tells you how to actually stay committed to getting your man or woman. I know, because you got to be committed to that goal. You got to be committed to that, what it is you're going for. So the Getting Started Right document and the pay plan is what we're going to talk about for a little bit, but we're going to do the pay plan right now, where to find that. I showed you earlier when we were going through the back office. So let's just jump right into the Getting Started Right document, right? So, and then we're going to spend most of the time here on that right now. Dun, 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 dun. The Getting Started Right document. You can get this from your back office. When you click on it, it'll show up just like it here on mine. So what I'm going to do today is actually, I'm going to have some fun by doing this. And I'm going to pick on someone to actually, you guys didn't know this was happening. Let's see. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Wait, let me see who's on.
No, I'm looking. So everyone pick a number between 1 and 10 and type it in the chat box. Pick your number between 1 and 10. And the lucky person will be the person that will do this with. I see there's a 7, 2, 9, 3, 2, 9. Okay, going over. Awesome. Look, Anna and I don't have to talk, but she knows what the number is. What's the number, honey?
7.
The number is 7. My favorite number is 7. Debbie did it. So my favorite number is 7. So Debbie, guess what? Today is your day. You are going to do the game plan. I am your new business partner. And you're going to walk me through the Getting Started Right game plan.
Awesome. That's great.
Right?
That's
Awesome.
really
So I just got started with Debbie. And Debbie, I'm going to make you co-host so you can actually, well, no, I'm going to share my screen. You're just going to walk me through, tell me what to do, and we'll go from there. Okay?
Yes.
All right. So Debbie, I'm so excited to get started here with you, man. I'm excited for you to teach me how to build this business. So tell me, what are we doing here with this Getting Started Right thingy?
Okay, well, congratulations for coming to the family. Yay. It only took about, sorry?
I said, thank you.
You're welcome. It only took about 100 exposures to get you on board. No, just kidding. Just kidding. But no, seriously, welcome. So I've showed you in the back office how you can find the Get Started guide, and you've opened it. Have you had a chance to walk through it already, or is this the first time that you're seeing it?
This is the first time I'm seeing it.
Awesome. Could you see? I had my effing notes, and now I can find the notes that I need. Could you scroll down for me to the second page?
Okay.
Well,
this one? Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
To the next one, please. Because you know we are the company for the people.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, so we have basically 4 basic steps that are in this guide. If you can scroll a little bit further. Once you have time, when you have a moment, you can take your time to read through this. But there are 4 important steps. Stop it right there. Oh, a little bit. Yeah, stop it right there.
Okay.
So the 4 steps, as you can see, are inviting prospect, business presentation, following up, and starting right. So we're gonna start with number 4. It's like we cannot count here, but we're gonna get you started right, so that you can start up the cycle for yourself and build your own business.
Okay.
Would you mind scrolling down a little bit more?
Okay.
We're gonna get to this.
Right here?
No, a little bit further. 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 I think it's almost at the last page. Go to step number 4. Maybe I should say that.
Okay.
Stop. Yes. So step number 4 is getting started. If you can scroll up a little bit more. Just a little. Just a little. Yeah, okay, I've seen it. Thank you. You can go back.
Okay.
I just needed to check the pages. So yeah.
Page
Okay.
26.
Yes. So what we do here in Asira, everything that I'm teaching you or sharing with you, I've done myself. I do not share anything that I've not done myself. And what is very important to know is knowing your why. If you have, I don't know if you have checked the academy yet, but Darren Kidd has a great module, like his courses on there. And I believe module number 5 is knowing your why. And it also, like, knowing your why helps you with setting your goals and keeps you moving, because in the end of the day, we are building a serious business. So we want to set you up the right way. And it starts with goal setting. And what I want you to ask is some of the goals that you have for your self. Write down like things that you want to accomplish. Forget about the business, forget about money. What do you want to achieve for yourself? If you can write down 2 or 3, maybe 4 or 5 things, whatever comes to your mind, just write it down. And let me know when you're done. Just don't take too long and don't make it too complicated.
Okay.
Okay, I was gonna give you 20 more seconds. Would you mind sharing what you wrote down?
Yeah, so on Miracle Island and Miracle Airlines, then 2 vacations a year, 6 months apiece, and finalize on paying for the farm, which will have our own produce and farmers who run and operate that.
Awesome. Those are some great goals. Thank you for sharing. So, sorry?
I said, thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome. So you wrote down, if I heard you correctly, like 5, 6 goals or maybe 7 goals that you wrote down?
Yeah, those are the top 5, yeah.
Top 5? Okay. So what I want you to do is when you're at home by yourself, take like 30 minutes or so and make that list 100 goals. Don't overthink it, just what comes to mind, write it down. Don't get distracted with television, radio. Just take your moment to write those goals down. It shouldn't be taking longer than 30 minutes. And as you can see on the document, we've done step number 1 to 4, and
Okay.
you're going to complete that in your own time by finishing the list of goals. Do you got any questions about that?
No, that's pretty straightforward. But so it says here, like 5, like don't set yourself up by setting a deadline for the goal, like no dates at this stage. So just write it down. If I have a date by the time I want some of them down, so you're saying like don't do that right now?
Not in this stage. No. You can do it at that later, but for now it's just to get those to this 100 or 101 goals, and the dates or the to accomplish that, we can do that later.
Okay.
So for now, that is not the most important thing. And yeah, and take into consideration to be honest with yourself. Like, what are your dreams? You know, what are your wildest dreams? You know, sometimes individuals are having dreams, but they don't really dare to speak it out loud, or they think like, no, I'm not going to accomplish that. Just put that on the side and just like time and money, like the world is at your feet. Whatever you want, you know, you can write that down. Is that so far clear, or are there any concerns, questions?
Well, that's clear. I got that. That's good.
Awesome. So let me see what is there. So I know you are married, you have a wife. So I would also encourage you that when you have that list, well, actually, I would encourage you to ask her to make that same list. Is she joining you in the business? Is she supportive, or does she feel like this is your thing?
Well, she's kind of, sort of. She's like 50-50, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe I can have you talk to her a little bit.
Sure. We can schedule not a problem.
Okay.
I would love to get to know her. I mean, we're going to be working together, so I would love to get to know her, and yeah, not a problem. Not at all.
Okay, cool.
So, because
at least that's going to save me some work, so that's good.
That's leverage. That's called leverage, and that's what I'm here for. Okay. As long as, like, we have a system, so like, do not answer questions that are directly asked to you. Leverage me or somebody else who was longer in the business, or, you know, one of the Q&A sessions. You're welcome to invite everybody to it. But specifically for goal settings, it's really important that if you have a partner, to share your dreams and goals with that with your significant other, and for that person to do the same thing, so you can both work towards something, or that you know what you're working towards together and why you are doing it.
I know you said don't answer the question stuff, right? But I have a couple of friends, like, I know they're always like pressure me, ask me like what is this? You know, like what do I do? Because I mean they're kind of cool, but you know, and you know, some of them, they're more successful than I am already, and you know, bringing this, like, they ask me a question, then like, what do I tell them? What do I do?
Well, that's a good question that you're asking me. You know what? It is very tempting. Like, I struggled with it in the beginning, like, because I'm a talkative person, so I want to give them the answer right away. But what I've learned is to leverage the system. So what I do is like, hey, that's a great question. I maybe answer one question for them, you know, but not give a full-on presentation. And if I answered one simple question, then I would say like, hey, that's a great question that you have. Why don't you join a Q&A session? Or why don't I get you in touch with somebody who's longer in the business than I am, and have that person answer your question, so we can both learn from this. And if they're still pressuring you, because some people are like that, you know, like, but you can just tell me it, like, you're in the business, you know it. You just say like, hey, all I'm doing is share the opportunity with you, and all I know is that I'm leveraging a system, because if I'm going to answer all of your questions, I'm teaching you the wrong way. So I'm showing you how to do, basically, I'm showing you how to do it. And if I'm answering your questions. I'm teaching you to answer your own questions, and that's not leveraging the system.
Okay, so I can use you then.
Sure.
Okay.
You can leverage me.
Cool. All right. What else?
So that's basically about the goal setting. And every time you reach a goal, if you have your list of 101 goals or more, every time you reach the goal, you replace that goal with a new goal. So once you've reached one and you can take it off your list, then you replace it with another goal. And yeah, so that's it about goal setting.
Okay, cool. All right.
We start with step number 4, and if you can go to the top of the, almost at the top of this document, to step number 1. Yes, right here, a little bit to the top. Yeah, it's fine right here. We're gonna make a list of people who you know. And when I did this for the first time, what came to my mind was, nobody's gonna wanna do this business, or I don't know if people are gonna do it, so that would hold me back from making my list. But we're gonna make a list of people that you know. And the reason why we do that is maybe the person on your list is not interested, or if they are interested, but maybe they know somebody who this could be interesting for. So you would also leverage the people that they know. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've done this with a couple of people, and we're gonna play a little game. Are you up for it?
Bring it.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you 1 minute.
Okay.
And you're gonna write down as many people as you know in 1 minute. I'm gonna put the timer on. Hold on, almost there. 1 minute, and write as many people that you know. And think about, maybe you're a lawyer, you're an accountant. Don't start yet, I didn't start the timer yet. People that you know, your hairdresser, your friends, family members, every single one counts. I'm gonna see how many you can come up. The record is on 30 people in 1 minute. Let's see if you can beat it, okay? Ready, set, go. Here's the timer. Oh, it's in, you can't really see the timer, but you can see it. You got 20 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 5, 3, 2, and drop your pen. So how many people did you write down?
17.
Yay! Give yourself an applause. Well done. Yay! So what I'm going to give you for homework, well done, good job, 70 people in 1 minute.
All right, I just snuck in another one because the name was there, so.
That's fine, 18 people in 1 minute and 1 second, that's okay. This is your second homework that I'm going to give you, is make that list up to 200 people.
Okay.
You can take your time with doing that. And as you can see in the document, you can see your father, your mother, grandparents. This is just to help you make your list. Your doctor, your physician, dry cleaner, babysitter. Do you think you can make that list up to 200 people?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, because if not, I would say how many friends do you have on Facebook? How many people do you have in your phone saved as contacts? So you can go there as well.
Cool. All right,
Questions so far?
No, this is pretty simple.
Okay, good. Let's go to step number 2 in the document. If you can scroll down. Oh, hold on, I'm going too fast. Stop right there. See, that's why we have the document, so I don't have to remember anything. So out of the out of those 18 people that you wrote down, who are your top 5 people that you would like to work with?
Definitely Mark, Vinny, Anna, Kasana, Afia, Illy, and Anna.
Awesome.
I know that's 7, but yeah, 7.
Once you make your whole list of 200 people, you build that up to 20, and those are the first people that you will start connecting with to share this opportunity with.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Okay. Let's go to step number 2. Now we're going to go to step number 2 because you have your goals, you have your names list, and this is about inviting people to the business. These are some examples that you can use in there. I would highly recommend you also starting with watching the videos that are on the Academy, specifically with the one from Dr. Obom Bowen and the one with Darren Kidd. And Darren Kidd is specifically about how to build your business in network marketing. The videos are not more than 10 minutes. So if you would dedicate to 2 videos a day, within a month, you would have watched both of those trainings on the Academy.
Okay.
And the basics is what it comes down to is that you build a relationship with somebody. You can use words from the script. Darren Kidd has some on there. We also have the spreadsheet, which Annie has added you to. So also in the Q&A sessions, and there are trainings about this. I'm gonna give you some specific trainings that should be on top of your list to watch. But if you start with this and with Darren Kidd and with Dr. Obom Bowen, you're well on your way.
Okay.
And make sure that all we do is we share an opportunity. Don't give out too much information. When people ask what it is that I do is say, all I know is that it's a social lifestyle community. And you can use that one for yourself. All I know is that it's a social lifestyle community, and everybody who wants to earn more money than they did last year, they plug into the system. And then you asked it before, like, what do you say if they have questions? You can say something like, you know what, I'll confuse the both of us if I even attempt to explain the opportunity with you or the business with you. I would like to invite you to a presentation. I can invite you to a live presentation, or I can share a recording with you, because that does the explaining for the both of us, and I won't have to confuse you.
Okay.
Or something like it in that direction.
Okay. Cool.
And it's really like keeping it simple. Don't overcomplicate it. If it's not for somebody, remember it's not for somebody right now. Maybe in the future, just keep the relationship.
Okay. So how do I determine if it's not for them now?
Basically, most people say it's not for me, or I don't have the time, or they say I don't have the money. I would like to jump on, but I don't have the money, or things like that. They will say it. But the most important thing is to keep the relationship. Okay. Relationship is the most important, and the business comes second, because at the end of the day, you want to keep your friends, right? You don't want to push something on them. and we have a perfect system in place that you can leverage to do that. But we're just getting started. I'm giving you just a few pointers to keep in mind. I don't want to overload you with information, just to get you started. So on your own time, I want to say op je eigen gemak, what we say in Dutch, like when you're at ease, go over it. So this is basically will get you also started and gives you an overview of how you can, or give you some pointers of how you can do it.
Okay, cool.
You got questions on that?
No, that's it.
Okay, let's go to step number 3, the final, well, step number 3 in this, the final step for now. Yeah, it also deals with step 2 is the business presentations. We'll basically invite people to the business presentations. I shared that with you. And step number 3 is following up. In my opinion, this is the most important step in the business. What it means following up is what it says follow up. So if somebody has, if you have shared a recording, if somebody has been on the presentation, if somebody has been to a Q&A session or on a 3-way call, or maybe a training, always contact them afterwards and ask them, don't ask them what they thought of it, ask them what they what stood out the most, or what they liked the best about the presentation or the training or the Q&A session.
Okay.
And they'll probably have questions. Make sure you leverage the system again, and make sure that you follow up, because a lot of people forget to do it. For me, it comes very naturally. And could you go scroll down a little bit further to see if I cover everything on this, because I think I have. No, can go a little bit further down. This all, when you are at ease, at another moment you can read through it. Yeah, go fill a little bit further. Yeah, this is script for do recall. Basically, you can, yeah, script for. When you're at ease, listen, read the document yourself, but the most important is set your goals, which we made a start with, finish your list, which we made a start with, and invite people for presentations, basically leverage the system, and always follow up. And once you get started with that, you will pick up on the other stuff that is there. And also, like what, as I said, Darren Kidd and Dr. Obom Bowen. And on the spreadsheet, you see also the there are trainings that are highlighted about the 11 commitments. Once you've done all of this, that should be the next, that would be a good next thing to have a look at. But I don't want to overwhelm you at this stage. So have you got questions so far? Because I think I went over everything that you need to know to get started.
No, that's good. That's a lot for me. I got it. Yeah.
Sorry about that. That wasn't my intention.
No, it's good. Yeah, that's good.
You got more questions?
No, that's it.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Absolutely. All right, cool. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna jump out of new person mode. Yes, Anna.
So I just want to say, great job, Debbie. I was listening. Hold on, honey. I was listening to your the way that you were talking to your associates and how you listen to them. So I want to say thank you for that, because a lot of people don't listen to what is being said, and they just want to go through their own little checklist of whatever it is that they want to do. So thank you for that, because that is such a great example of how we should be doing getting started game plans.
Thank you.
A lot of information in such a short period of time. She went over it in like maybe 20 minutes, but there was so much stuff that was done that is crucial to our business to help somebody that's new to get started, That was great. That was fantastic. So thank you for just coming in and just putting on your sponsor hat on and just doing the fantastic job. I honestly, that was a fantastic getting started game plan.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now I get to come out of my student hat and put on my instructor hat. So first of all, if everybody can just join me on camera in a round of applause for Debbie, because that was phenomenal. Now, let me ask you guys a question. How many of you would like Debbie to train your team on Fast Start, Getting Started Right? So Debbie,
Yes.
you and I have a hot date next week, Friday, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what we'll do is we'll pick someone every week and we're going to go through this. You're going to give them the same game plan you did. Listen, it was amazing, Debbie.
Thank you.
Absolutely. It was total random. Random. And look, you guys had no idea what you do. Anna and I, listen, when it comes to leadership, there's two things that we teach all the time. Inspect what you expect. In order for us to figure out that we could have picked on anybody, but letting faith do it. So Debbie chose the number. The number was 7. Always, if you ever want to get on our good side, pick a number. My favorite number is 7. I'm always going to choose 7 or the closest one to 7, just so you guys know. That's why I asked Anna to tell who was going to do it, because she knows my favorite number. So
Because
next,
that's my favorite.
that's her favorite number too. So next week, Debbie, I'm going to go through the first half, which is kind of like the refresher. And then when it comes to the getting started right portion, you're going to do that again, but we're going to choose a new person on there. And, you know, if you're up to it, we could do this for a while, a couple weeks. Then we'll choose a different leader to do it again. And I tell you guys this, just if you do exactly what Debbie did, you're going to crush it. Debbie, dude, you did an awesome job.
Sweating
Yeah.
a little bit, which is fine. You know what? That is this right here, guys, is the example of what leadership is. Yeah. And I'll tell you why. Because she didn't know what she was saying a number for, but she did it anyways, and she was the first one to do it. The second thing is, once the reward came up, I don't know if she thought it was a reward or a punishment, but she took it as a reward and said, this is a good learning experience. That's what leaders do. And I see the sweat, because I'm sweating for you, because I can feel the energy, because if it was me, I would be sweating too. So thank you for really just being that vulnerable to helping us understand that leadership is not always as easy and as pretty as some people want to make it sound or look. So thank you for that, because this honestly is one of the best examples of what true leadership is.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Just so you guys know, like, I don't know if you saw the shift in my energy. I literally became a student and I did everything she said. I got some new names that I'm going to be reaching out to. The last one I snuck in was somebody I'm going to be reaching out to. And I was like, oh, I went back into that, because here's the deal. So you guys know, I do not have a sponsor. Everything, Dr. O had to figure it out himself. So by teaching the system, now I get those that we've taught to be leaders that are teaching me. And I was like, freaking Debbie, listen, she asks questions all the time. And that's what made her such a good trainer. Dude, you rocked it. Awesome. I am so freaking excited. Congratulations. We got a hot date next week. So if all of you loved watching Debbie train her new prospect, bring your folks next Friday and she's going to train them for the family. So I love that. I think the next couple of weeks we'll do that, Debbie. And then if any of you just watch what she does, and whenever you're ready and you want to be the person who do the fast start, let us know and I'll do it with you. I'll do the first half. You'll do the game plan, because I want to get it around where all our leaders are feeling comfortable doing the fast start, because the fast start is going to build your business. Debbie, I can't thank you enough again. You did a phenomenal job. Well done. Congratulations. And I was like, She is so
I
good.
was very honestly, I was really
She was impressed.
I was impressed
I was too.
I
because
hear it.
you never know I know you never know how things are going to go, but the thing with what leaders do, honestly, this is I don't even know how to express. Leadership is not the people we put in a pedestal. Leaders are people that step up when they're under fire, and that is what a true leader is. So I love this training, first of all, because you have identified yourself as a true leader. First of all, Debbie. Second of all, is no matter what, nobody can ever take your power, and you stepped into that power today by doing something in public to somebody that's usually teaching you.
Stop.
And that is such a great I don't even know how to express it, because it's one of those proud mama moments, I would say. It's like, OMG, our daughter did it. Like, that's just kind of how I look at it right now. But it was fantastic. Great job. And also one more thing is so Carmen, since I can see you, so I know I'm not going to have you translate everything, but one of the things I do want to start is a Spanish one as well, where we're doing the getting started right in Spanish, because it's needed in any language. So I do want to start that. Diana and I were talking about it the other day, so she's been taking notes like crazy. I'm sure you have too, on how to do this in Spanish, but that is one thing we do want to get that started as well. So I'm going to let Dr. O close it off, but thank you, Debbie. Great job, guys. Thank you for being here.
Awesome. And with that, we love you all. Congratulations. It's Saturday. Oh, tomorrow at 11 p.m. 11 a.m. Sorry, Eastern. We have the presentation in English, but it's going to be primarily for all our family in India and around the world. But it's anybody. You have someone tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern.
Daddy's
Why is she so loud? Daddy's working right now.
I know she's saying.
Oh, but she don't have to say it so loud. Just now she was spitting in my face. So 11 a.m. And then I can't wait to have an amazing Saturday. Debbie, I love you. You've been a phenomenal boss babe today. You got your man, girl. You got your man. So I love you guys, and we'll see you all soon. Bye for now, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.